name's Chris Simpson. I'm Executive Director at JRHT Housing Trust. Today I'm going to give some feedback on the recent JRHT Board meeting which was held at the end of March. By way of background, the JRHT Board comprises 12 members and is chaired by Helen Evans and meets 4 times a year. The meeting started with a reflection on the impact of the global pandemic, and during the Board observed a minute's silence as part of the National Remembrance Day for COVID-19. The Board also took the opportunity to put on record their thanks to the staff, residents, tenants and families associated with JRHT Housing Trust for their efforts in reacting and to the pandemic. At this meeting, the Regulator of Social Housing was also present, observing proceedings. This is an entirely normal procedure as part of the in-depth assessment process which is currently underway. The Board look forward to feedback from the Regulator and publishing of their report. Paul Kissack, the incoming Chief Executive for the JRHT Group, talked to the Board about the future strategy for JRHT and the importance for us to embark on a piece of reflective work to understand how the organisation will continue to fulfil the original aims and goals set out by JRHT. This will form a significant part of the organisation's work in the next year. The meeting also considered how well the organisation is running at the moment as part of its governance and finance viability review. Many aspects of activity were looked at, including risk assessment processes, financial management and customer and consumer standards. In addition, the Board also looked at adopting a new code of governance recently made available by the National Housing Federation. The summary of this section reflected that the organisation is in good shape, although there are areas that would benefit from continuous improvement. The Board also looked at our development programme. As you may be aware, our target is to build 1,000 new affordable units in the next 10 years. The Board were pleased to hear that building work is progressing with the next phase of the new lodge development in New Earswick, and indeed we are awaiting a decision from York City Council on the planning application for 117 new affordable units in New Earswick. As part of the Board's response and understanding of the impact of the Black Lives Matter movement last year, the organisation are embarking on extensive work to explore how the organisation can become anti-racist in its practice. This will also form a significant part of our work in the coming year, and plans will be brought forward at a later Board meeting for how this will be carried out. To finish, I just wanted to touch on the fact that the Board looked in depth at performance in the organisation around key aspects such as rent collection, relet times, repairs and also modifications, but also in terms of health and safety and complaints. What I would add is that the Board have made a decision to make this information much more freely available, and you can now access a dedicated section on this on the JRHT website. I do hope that you'll take the opportunity to take a look at this when you have time. So that's it from the March Board meeting. Myself or a colleague will report back on the next Board meeting, which is due to be held in June. In the meantime, thank you for listening. I hope you keep well. Take care. Goodbye.